What is up, everyone? JD here. I hope you're doing well today. We're going to be doing a disassembly and maintenance on my Tacknives Zipper. Let's jump into it. All right, guys, we have my Tacknives Zipper here that I do want to do some disassembly and maintenance on, carrying it a bunch and getting a lot of use out of it. And of course, that means a lot of fidgeting where I am firing this a ton. I may need to go ahead and swap the blade out here soon too. Haven't really tested it on paper. Still getting the cardboard boxes broken down fine, no issues. But I just want to clean it up a little bit. I'm noticing some debris. And it feels like it's running a little dry. You probably could just get away with doing a little dab of oil on here, but I figured why not go ahead and totally break this one down. I believe the hardware for the pocket clip doesn't really need to come out here. We'll see in just a second, but I'm going to go ahead and use my T6 here to go ahead and disassemble. I'm making note on here. It's a very light torque down. It's not super tight. If you over tighten these, you could run the risk of potentially sandwiching these too much and affecting the play on them. So let's go ahead and get the backing off of here, and we'll go ahead and get it apart, clean it on up. Yeah, so not bad. There's actually a good amount of lube on here still. So the switch itself looks like it just slides right off. And it looks like the firing catch mechanism is in here pretty good as well. Looks like you have these two spots, so make note of that. I'm going to go ahead and just dry everything off, and then I will lube what I want to lube myself on here. So let's go ahead. Looks like the spring's okay. Let me just open it. I want to see what it looks like in the open position. Go ahead and sandwich that. There we go. Make sure that's pulled out. I think I just cut my mechanism here a little bit. All right, let's go ahead and lift this top plate out carefully. I don't want it to come apart. And we'll move that out of the way and slide that out. All right, so that's pretty nice construction there on this one piece. Just gonna clean it up, and then we'll hit the tracks with some lube. I'm gonna be very careful not to turn this upside down. I don't know how easily that'll come out, but you can see kind of where the natural rubbing is on some of this. And I'm going to actually grab a cleaning Q-tip. I actually have seen some newer versions of these that I may end up moving to. All right. Not too bad, a little dirty. Not too dirty. Let me hit it a little bit more. All right, I think we're good there. I'm gonna go ahead and clean the underside of the switch. It had a little bit of goop on it. Hit the back side as well, because that is rubbing against all of that. All right, now let me grab my lube. Go ahead and oil everything up. I am going to run just a little bit of lube on here and work that all on like so. And then I'm going to use my other finger to dry it off a little bit, and then same thing here. Trying to do a thin coating on it. I don't need too much on here, to be honest with you. Let's see. put a little bit of oil underneath the switch here, just a little to keep it from rubbing. Do a little dab, one more dab. There we go. One more dab there. I think we should be good. And then I'm going to, at the halfway spot, I'm not going to put it on the full tip. And then same thing on this side. At the halfway spot. Go ahead and drop this back in. And then with that in, drop that in the fired position. There we go. And then I'm going to also just hit a dab on the bottom. Just keep an eye on it. I recommend just trying a little bit at a time. I wouldn't do a ton here. Oop. Oop. Locked into position. I pulled the block here for the out position out a little bit there to keep it. Oh, does it go a specific way? Yeah, it does. I can feel it. And then that should sandwich everything into position now. All right. We'll pull that back out in a second. Now with everything back in place, let me go ahead, get everything down to a snug fit. I would not over tighten this, guys, because you don't want it to lock it to where it won't open. And then what we'll do once everything is working again, we'll continue to tighten it down a little bit more each screw and make sure that we don't lose any of the play that we want for the tolerance for this to be able to fire cleanly. But a very simple construction, very well done. I might have over tightened that one. Okay. All right. That is back out in the firing position. Oh yeah, it feels nice and smooth now. I'm gonna clean the sides off. Yeah, that feels good. All right, now I'm gonna check the tightness on here. I'm just gonna go very small amount of movement. Okay. And I never checked the pocket clip. Yeah, those are nice and tight. Yep. Yep, feels good. So there is your very simple, straightforward disassembly and maintenance for your Tacknives OTF. I hope this was really helpful for you guys. Like I said, I've been using it a ton, and I could feel that I was losing just a little bit. It wasn't a lot, a little bit of the smoothness. So I wanted to clean any potential dirt and debris that was in there. And then I like using Hops gun oil for my lube of choice, and I think I used it sparingly. If you follow me and you're regularly at my lives and whatnot and you're curious, definitely don't hesitate to ask. Or if you're watching this video and you're curious, definitely don't hesitate to ask if you think that I put too much on there. Like I said, I put it on the points that seem to be riding on the frame itself, and then again on the aluminum to try to keep that from, and again, it looks like it's picking up a little bit under the switch, not a ton. So I may dry that out a little as I go, just to see if it makes any difference. I don't like to use a ton of oil because it does pick up lint and debris, but I also want to make sure that I use enough to keep that operating smoothly. Anyway, I'm out of here, guys. Affiliate links down in the description if you're interested in this knife or any of the tools that I used here today. When you use those links, it helps the channel. If you enjoyed the video, a like would be appreciated. Comment, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. I'm out of here. Love you guys. I hope you have a fantastic week. Catch you on the next one. Peace.